All right, this is Dr. B, and welcome everyone here Tuesday night. And it's great to see everybody here back, each and every one of you. Tonight, we're going to do a demo, which I've not done yet. Part of the reason I think is that when you do a demo, there's always a safety component. So we're going to be real safe tonight. I got my big face mask here and everything. We'll do a demo in a bit. So here's what we're going to look at. Solubility, ions, how ions dissolve, net ionic equations, how you predict the products of a double displacement reaction, lots of different things, but in the context of the demonstration we're about to do. So let's go take a look at this here. And who all is here with me this evening? Pull my chat up here so I can see it. There we go. All right. We've got Chun-Li, which is good to see you back. Oh, great. You have an exam on Monday. And then Abhishek, welcome. Great to have you here. So here we go. So these are the questions we're going to look at. And really a lot about ions, solutions, and then net ionic equations. So here's the demo I'm going to do. Right here. Let's make it a little bigger. So what we'll do, we're going to take copper 2 sulfate and then mix it with sodium hydroxide. This is the one that's dangerous, the one I have to be really careful with. So when you think about copper 2 sulfate, this aqueous right here, that means that it's dissolved in water. So it's just a salt dissolved in water. And what we end up with is Cu2 plus, and then we know our SO4 is 2 minus, SO4 2 minus, and they're dissolved in here. Over here, we know that the hydroxide ion is 1 minus, this is 1 plus. So in here we have Na plus and OH minus. So when they mix, one of them is going to form a precipitate. All right, so let's do our demonstration here. Go back here. Put this thing on. So I like this better than using the goggles. It gives me full protection here. So I put this on, but it does make me sound a little bit like Darth Vader here. So, all right. So here's our sodium hydroxide right here. And again, this is a strong base, so you don't want to get this on you. If you do, it feels slippery and it hurts, so you know right away. This is our copper 2 sulfate solution. Everything's dissolved in here, but it is blue. When you see blue, you know you have copper. So we're going to mix them here. And watch what happens. You see the blue stuff there falling down in the solution. Maybe if I move it back, it's a little clearer. That is a precipitate. So it's going to fall all the way to the bottom. Let's hold some paper up there. And you can see all the blue stuff that fell to the bottom there. That's our precipitate. So we can figure out what that is using solubility and net ionic equations and all that stuff. Delicious Kool-Aid. This would not taste delicious, Henry. I assure you of that. This would burn your tongue real bad. All right. So the question here is, what is the blue stuff? What could mix together to make that precipitate? So let's go down. We can predict that if we know our charges. So the sulfate, you might remember we had this chart here before where we could find SO4 2 minus, that's our sulfate ion. So we know that that's 2 minus, and if we look the hydroxide up, that'd be 1 minus. Sodium's always 1 plus, it's in group 1. Copper has to be 2 plus. So take a minute and think about it. What could the products be here? What could we end up with? Hey, Jason and Husefa, welcome. Great to see you. It's echoing? The echoing's, oh, why? Let me check and unplug my mic. It was working before we started. Let me unplug my mic and see what happens.